Frederick Douglass was born a slave and escaped at the age of 20. He was an abolitionist, author, and orator. An abolitionist is someone who wants to end slavery. Douglass, at the age of 10, was taken away from his mother and sent to a home in Baltimore. There he was enslaved and learned how to read, write, and was taught the alphabet. Eventually it was forbidden and he had to teach himself from the children there. Douglass then escaped on a trade ride from Baltimore to Philadelphia. He disguised himself as a sailor wearing a red shirt, a tarpaulin hat, and a black scarf. Reading Douglass' opinion on slavery began. He wrote 3 biographies that are considered some important works of slave narrative, one of them being Narrative of Life of Frederick Douglass. He was a victim of social injustice and experienced it mostly through his youth, until he escaped. The social injustice Douglass experienced as a slave was working for his money, then getting every penny he earned taken away by his master. His rights as a human were stripped from him as any other slave. He was taken from his mom at the age of 10, and as a result of being a slave, he was subjected to the split of his family, violence, denied education, and exploitation of labor. Even though Douglass suffered a lot, that did not stop him from influencing many. Frederick Douglass used his oratory skills to show his desire to free African American slaves. This led to the Emancipation Proclamation, which was brought by Abraham Lincoln. He fought for civil rights and empowerment of African Americans to help build their own skills. During the Civil War, he recruited black soldiers. He did this because he believed people would accept them if they gave back to society. Then, in 1848, Douglass attended the Saginaw Falls Convention, which was the first women's rights convention. He did not want to accept the right to vote as a black man if women could not do the same. Before speaking, many opposed the idea of letting women vote. After Douglass gave a moving and powerful speech, the attendees passed the resolution. Many years later, after attending another meeting of National Council of Women in 1895, Douglass came back and died of a massive heart attack.